Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's great to see all of you again. How you guys doing? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. So my friends recently mentioned to me that not everybody has a gym in their garage and I should make a video on something that everybody can do. So today I decided that I would do a workout involving only one piece of equipment that you can easily pick up on Amazon for $30 to $40, depending on how good of quality you want to go, and that is the gymnastics rings. The gymnastics rings are incredibly versatile, and they're kind of like me in a way. Simple, easy to use, accepting of all shapes and sizes, and they can give you a great workout if you give them a chance. Yeah, so the original plan was to go to a park nearby so that I wouldn't be using any of the equipment in the gym, but fortunately, it's a very nice day outside, so that means that all the millennial moms are out with their kids at the parks right now, which also means that if I go there and start working out in front of their kids, I'll be on all their Facebook groups faster than I can say avocado toast. I think we're just gonna stick to in the garage, but I just wanna let you guys know that you can literally set up your rings anywhere that you have a tree branch, for example. You can attach it there and then sort of slant each ring separately so that they're still level when you're using them, but up top they might not be level. So that's another great thing about rings that other gym equipment just can't do. Okay, so for today's workout, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to erase the birthday message my mom wrote for me. So shout out to my mom for decorating the garage. Shameless plug, you would have already seen this if you were following me on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram if you wanna see some like behind the scenes content of me filming or just stuff that's going on that I wanted to show you guys that I don't necessarily have the ability to put into a video. So unfortunately we're gonna have to erase this, but once again, shout out to my mom. Thanks Mom for decorating the garage for me for my 21st birthday. Also, if you haven't seen that video of my 21st birthday workout challenge, it'll be up at the top somewhere. Anyway, so we have the entire ring workout up on the board now. We're gonna be starting off with some dips, 3 sets of 8 to 10. Neutral grip pull-ups, 3 sets, 8 to 10. Next we have push-ups and ring rows. We're gonna superset them, 3 sets, 8 to 10. Pelican curls and tricep dips, again, supersetting, 3 sets, 8 to 10. Assisted pistols, which is basically just like a one-legged squat. We're gonna hold on to the rings, and I'll show you guys later. And then to finish the workout off, we're gonna do a little bit of abs with some ab rollouts. You don't necessarily need to train abs if you're doing like heavier weights, because your abs need to be contracted anyway to be able to handle holding onto the weight. But with rings, you're using mostly your body weight, so it's good to throw in an ab exercise every once in a while. So you guys have seen me do this warm-up before. Highly recommend you warm up before any workout, but especially with the rings, you want to make sure you get a good warm-up in, because the rings are very heavy on your shoulders, lots of stabilization. So even people who are incredibly strong sometimes have a hard time with the small muscles in your arms being able to stabilize. So what I like to do is sort of like go back and forth to warm up my shoulders, grab here, pull it over. This warms up your wrist and the back, as well as your elbow and your shoulder again. And I just do both sides. Lastly, I just put this down and I sort of like push my head through, trying to get my shoulders to be like, you know, I try to stretch my shoulders essentially. Pushing my shoulders down through, and then I swap sides and I do it again, just to make sure that my shoulders are completely warmed up before I get into it so I don't injure myself. Because remember, as long as you're in the gym, you're making progress. If you're out of the gym and you're injured, you're not making progress. So I think I mentioned it before that I'm gonna put a couple links to some rings in the description down below. Amazon has some cheap options, so you don't really have to spend a lot of money to get good gymnastics rings. If it's your first time on the rings, what I would recommend is just practice holding yourself up on the rings, because you need the stabilization in your shoulders to be able to do most of these exercises, especially for dips, which is why I'm starting with dips first. What I'm gonna do is grab a band. You can also pick these up for really cheap as well. Just gonna put it in there like that. Get your knee in there. And then you just hit some ring dips. All right, last set. Normally I don't make it to the third round. Okay, so as you can see, we've done a push this way, we've done a pull this way. Now we're gonna switch to a push this way and a pull this way. So adjusting the rings to the proper height is always sort of a bit of a problem, especially for me, because the rings that I have don't have this, like the numbers on them. The rings that have numbers on them make it a lot easier to track and a lot quicker to change which height you need, especially after the first time you do it. You'll know that, like, oh, when I'm doing dips, I needed that, you know, number 7 or number 5, whatever it is, right? Now we're gonna be heading on to the push-ups and the ring rows. So the ring push-up is an incredibly good exercise for your chest and for the stability in your shoulders. Making sure that you turn in at the top to get the proper form. And when my dad and I did this program, only rings, no weights, my dad and I both found that our bench press strength went up even though we weren't benching for about a month. So just because you aren't lifting weight doesn't mean your strength is not going up. All right, turn it around and right into some ring rows. All right, next up, pelican curls, superset with tricep dips. All right guys, both supersets are complete. Now we're gonna switch over and do some legs and some abs. If you can already do regular squats, then you can try out pistol squats with the rings, so it'll help you to build each leg individually. The last exercise will be ab rollout. So you're gonna grab the ring at the top like this, or right on the outsides where the strap is, roll out, and then come up and go to the left side, back down, up, go to the right side. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the video. Short and sweet, just like my performance. And just so you guys remember, the rings are very, very versatile. You can step forward or back to increase or decrease the difficulty, depending on the exercise. If you find the rings too easy, you can wear a weighted vest. If you find them hard, you can buy a band. Link will be in the description. Make sure you practice holding yourself up in the rings so you can build the stability that you need to be able to do most of these exercises. You don't want to injure yourself. As I said earlier, injuring yourself is the worst thing you can do when you're starting out in the gym. Anyway guys, I'm going to be going for a walk now since it's still an amazing day outside. Got a little darker, which is not too bad. I don't really like, direct sunlight on you. It gets really, really hot, especially if you're wearing black. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. If you're new, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.